I'm at a retreat for my work right now. It's at a national park, and we were having a round table about various topics, and one of the topics came up as cell phones in the classroom, and everyone went around, shared their opinion on, are students allowed to use cell phones in the class? Are they not allowed? And it was a little bit of both. Some teachers don't really care. Some teachers don't allow that. And I just shared my opinion about, well, it's college, and there's only so much I could do as a college teacher if they're not gonna, the students aren't gonna do the problem. Like, I'm not gonna make them, right? Like, it's, if they need something on their phone, then I'm not gonna tell them not to, and they'll have to make sure they know how to do the problem on their own, you know? And other teachers were saying how they have they'll, redirect class every 5 to 10 minutes, and they'll say, put your cell phone away, put your cell phone away. And that's just, to me, that's just not a fight I want to have. But someone did make a point and say, they used the line, which I've heard before, but it really resonated with me in this moment, was you get out of it what you put into it. Which, this is not a groundbreaking quote or anything like that. This is a pretty normal quote. I've heard it before, but in that moment, it made sense. In that exact moment, it made sense. Because, the students who are on their phone during class, they're missing content. And maybe they're listening, which is why I don't exactly address it, because another teacher did say, well, students can't multitask. So that's why I don't allow them to use their phone. And I get that, but some students can multitask. I listen to music while I work. I can't sit in silence. It's almost more distracting to have pure silence while I'm doing math problems or creating lesson plans. I can't do silence. Whenever a room is silent, I get distracted. I think about other things. I listen for noises, and it's more distracting than just have some animals as leaders or Tool on, or something progressive, and that's what I listen to. But I know some students like to have their phones out for the same reason. Like, they'll be watching something on YouTube or listening to something on YouTube or have music in, something like that. So I don't exactly agree with the theory of students can't multitask, because some students can, but some can't. But if you are somebody who is trying to eliminate those distractions, like you don't like how often you have to go to your phone or look at something or do something else while you're trying to do math, you have to train yourself to not look at your phone and not look at those distractions. And so to start, maybe do intervals. Work for 10 minutes, then check your phone. Work for 10 more minutes, then check your phone. Or start spacing that out to 50 minutes, because I'm extremely guilty of it, where I'm doing something, I'm stuck on a problem, and I'll just look for a distraction. I'll think of something stupid on YouTube to watch, or check my phone, see if anyone texted me, or what's going on. But that's usually what happens, right? Like, you find a distraction and you get stuck on something, and you don't want to do the fight of completing that math problem. So that's where I would start, is just, you got to space it out. You got to train to be less distracted. And maybe you do need some sort of distraction, like music, so you don't find other things to distract you, like I do. I've learned over the years that I do better with music. I work better and concentrate better with music. I can't do silence. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe you do need some sort of music to distract you from thinking about other things or going to another distraction. But that was an interesting comment, though, of you get out of it what you put into it. And it's true. Like I said, I've heard this before. Nothing groundbreaking there. But at that exact moment, that really made sense to me, of like, oh yeah, like, you know what, that is very true. Like, the most I see from students who are going to their phones for something or doing something on their phone tend to be struggling, tend to be the ones that struggle a little bit more and are almost just looking for the distraction to distract themselves from, like, oh, I'm really struggling with this, therefore I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm going to go look at something on my phone. A lot of stairs. But that's just what I think. I think you got to train yourself to be less distracted. I think you got to train to space out those distractions, and it's okay to check your phone every couple 10, 20 minutes at first, but then put it in another room then if you still can't do it. Say this is my study time, I'm going to spend an hour away from my computer, away from my phone, or maybe you just put on some music and you put your phone in another room, whatever you got to do. But maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need to completely remove yourself from your phone, and that might be uncomfortable at first, to be honest. It really will, because our phones are so accessible. So to be completely removed from it, you start thinking about what's going on. But I think after a while, you'll start to really feel a lot better about it, and you'll almost become second nature of, this is my homework time, it's my study time. I'm not gonna look at my phone for whatever reason. And I think that's just a good starting point. So if you're somebody watching this video and you're trying to fight those distractions and it's causing you issues, then you gotta spend some time training and fight that urge to find that distraction. It's a really nice day out, so thanks for watching.